You know, sometimes the best gifts aren't really things at all, they're moments. And on a recent episode of Inside the NBA, a pretty simple birthday wish for Charles Barkley turned into one of the weirdest and funniest moments in recent TV history. And it's all thanks to a gift from an AI. So let's dive in and see how this went so wonderfully, wonderfully wrong. So right out of the gate, the show kicks off with its usual energy, right? The chemistry is just buzzing, the guys are trading jabs back and forth, but you notice something immediately. There's an empty seat. The one and only Shaquille O'Neal is MIA, and his absence? Well, that's the first clue that things are about to get strange. So, here's the setup. It's a celebration. It's the birthday of the legend himself, Charles Barkley, or Chuck. Host Ernie Johnson is even joking that it should be a national holiday, but just as they're getting into the spirit of things, they find out a message has arrived from their missing co-host, and you just know it's not going to be a simple happy birthday. That's right, Chuck is turning 63, and even though Shaq isn't physically in the building, he's made sure his presence is going to be felt. The second Ernie announces that a special message has arrived from the Diesel, you can just feel the mood on the set shift. It goes from celebration to this playful, suspicious energy. They know their friend. They know something's up. You can practically see the thought bubble pop up over everyone's head on set. As soon as that message from Shaq is mentioned, Chuck immediately says what everyone else is thinking. This can't be good. I mean, they know Shaq's sense of humor. A pre-recorded message from an absent Shaq? Yeah, that's almost guaranteed to be a prank. And this is where things pivot from just regular TV banter into something else entirely. The gift isn't a video from Shaq's phone, it's not a cake, it's not some gag present, it's something way more futuristic and, frankly, a whole lot weirder. So, you gotta ask, right? How do you get a message from a host who isn't there? You'd think, I don't know, a FaceTime call, a quick video message? But Shaq's team? Oh no, they went down a completely different road. A high-tech road that nobody, and I mean nobody, saw coming. See, they didn't just get a message from Shaq, they made a Shaq. A digital AI-powered version of him just appears on the screen, ready to deliver this birthday message. But from the very first second, you can tell something is off, way off. And this is where it gets truly bizarre. This AI Shaq delivers its birthday message, and then, in this flat, kind of robotic voice, it insists, "This is not AI. I repeat, this is not AI." The whole crew just stares, totally bewildered. The AI is literally denying its own existence, and the confusion on that set is just, you could cut it with a knife. You know, there's actually a perfect term for what they were all feeling in that moment, the uncanny valley. It's that super creepy sensation you get when something looks almost human, but your brain is screaming, that's not real. And let me tell you, this AI Shaq had set up a permanent residence deep inside that valley. Okay, let's just frame this for a second because this is where the comedy lives. What they were expecting? Probably a 30-second clip of real Shaq, maybe in a t-shirt, wishing Chuck a happy birthday. What they got? A digital deep fake of him wearing what the crew called a Gucci suit that doesn't exist. The gap between expectation and reality couldn't have been wider. So let's just quickly break down the layers of pure weirdness we're dealing with. First, you have the AI video itself. Then you have the impossible fashion statement, this suit literally generated by a computer. And to top it all off, you have the AI insisting it's a real person. What's the result? Just pure, unadulterated, on-air confusion. They have no idea how to react. So for a good, long, awkward minute, the hosts are just stuck there, lost in the uncanny valley, trying to figure out what they just witnessed. But that kind of tension, it has to break. And when it does, oh man, it breaks with a loud, honest, and purely human reaction from the birthday boy himself. And there it is, the punchline. After all that confusion, all that awkward silence, Charles Barkley just leans back in his chair and declares, for everyone to hear, this is the worst gift ever. In that one single moment, all that bizarre tension just explodes into pure comedy. And Barkley's line just shatters everything. The entire set just erupts. And we're not talking about polite little chuckles. No, this is that deep, gut-busting, can't-breathe kind of laughter that only comes from a moment that is genuinely absurd and surprising. It was the perfect, authentic human response to the artificial message they just saw. And isn't that just the ultimate irony? Even when he's not physically in the studio, Even when he's just a bizarre AI ghost in a digital suit, Shaq still finds a way to completely and totally steal the show. His prank was so next level, it became the highlight of the whole night. So why did this land so perfectly? Why was it so funny? It's more than just a silly prank, it's actually a really fascinating look at the anatomy of a great joke and what happens when you throw a confused AI into the middle of it. You can actually break it down like a classic joke structure. Step 1, the setup. It's a birthday party on TV. Simple. Step 2, the twist. This bizarre, uncanny AI shows up and creates all this awkward tension. But step 3, the punchline, the part that makes it all work, is Chuck's perfectly honest, unfiltered human reaction. Without that last step, it's just weird. With it, it's comedy gold. And really, that's the whole point, isn't it? The AI itself, the technology, that wasn't the funny part. That was just the setup. The real joke, the thing we all connected with, was watching a group of real people react to something so profoundly strange. It was the humanity, not the technology, that made us all laugh. So in the end, it was maybe the worst gift ever, but it was also one of the most memorable. And it kind of leaves you wondering, right? As AI becomes a bigger and bigger part of our world, what other wonderfully weird moments are we going to see from this collision between the artificial and the authentically human?